So in today's world, it's very easy to find the influence of the Illuminati. Those who think that they are the enlightened ones have their claws on our video games. Just open up your Steam and you will see stuff like this. The Solus Project. Not only we see the all-seeing eye pyramid, but also the word soul comes from Latin, where it was the god that can hear and see everything. So the word really fits with the all-seeing eye concept of the image. The Roman coin was also called solidus, and it remained through time. We have, for example, this French coin, and the sou is being used in various expressions regarding money. So we can see that they like to put their gods on their money, as well as possessions, and that happens until today. It also means messenger, so what type of message are they sending here? Wagetai Games, I wonder where they got their inspiration from. Here we have the Illuminati portal. Once again, Illuminati Games create something called the Next World. New World Order, anyone? The Black Watchman, available on Steam. Necropolis, a diabolical dungeon delve. I bet they want us in that dungeon so badly. I mean, how much Illuminati games can we find? It's almost as every game is Illuminati now. Here is what I'm talking about. I've been expressing my concern about this symbol pretty much in most of my videos. This is based from a Masonic symbol, the pillars with the all-seeing eye in the center. I have speculated before the idea that this symbol is a gateway to hell. So this game totally confirms this theory. Not only we have the complete symbol, but we also have the gateway being covered in black goo and giving birth to some strange demons. This image in Fallout 4 shows us what the all-seeing eye has in plan for us. A lot of death. Their New World Order will be built on blood, it says in the new Doom game. The enlightened capstone on top of skulls is confirming this idea. Who are these demons coming out of the pit? Who will lead the New World Order? Well, XCOM 2 kind of shows us. Look at those skulls inside of the so-called alien. The patterns are here. We just have to see them.
Loyal citizens, I stand before you truly humbled on this 20th anniversary of Unification Day. We once again celebrate the fall of the unjust and corrupt governments of old. We honor the arrival of our saviors from the stars who ushered in 2 decades of peace and prosperity. And we rejoice in the total destruction of the insurgent organization known as XCOM.
XCOM lives.
The augmented era began with such promise. Until the incident turned the world upside down. 50 million dead. Hundreds of thousands more maimed and injured. All because a few rich opportunists plotted in secret to control us. Something big is brewing, and I need to cut it off at the source. How can these people always be one step ahead?
They've got unlimited power and money and absolutely no conscience at all. That's how.
They manipulated the dawn of Human 2.0, made it dangerous, made me. I'm going to use every advantage I have to stop them. My military-grade enhancements were hiding a full set of cutting-edge experimental logs. The task force wants me to bring ARC's leader to justice, dealing with his augmented army as I see fit. Starting my investigation by interrogating Talos Rucker on the realities of his non-violent approach could prove beneficial. My ability to infiltrate, fight, and circumvent has now grown exponentially. Right along with the increasing threat level, and using my Titan shield to negate their counterfire as I roll through like a reinforced tank.
I have known exactly the kind of thug you are since the moment you entered. Faced with 2 terrible choices, I choose the lesser evil. I will come with you.
It's not always about doing the right thing, or about doing things the right way.
There is a moment coming, and it will be soon, when all of us will have to choose a side.
As anti-Arab conflicts become a global concern, Prague represents just one square on a giant chessboard whose pieces are continually manipulated from the shadows. I have to choose my allies wisely, reminding myself of the greater cause. The elite may obscure themselves in darkness, but the truth is still mine to reveal. I don't care that they only speak in whispers. I won't let them have the last word.
If they were against the Illuminati, those symbols would have been upside-down triangles with a wrecking ball in them and a human on top showing the fist of victory. Or something like that. Against the Illuminati, but promoting the Illuminati. The perfect brainwash tactic. I was showing earlier the black goo programmable matter on Deus Ex. Well, I also believe it is the symbol for demonic energy. In this Final Fantasy game we see this not only being used by a demon, but also we can observe it transform into some classic Illuminati symbolism as the black goo hits the ground. I also see the color purple, which is the main color of Freemasonry, and I believe it symbolizes the opening of a portal, perhaps to hell. The all-seeing eye, just sitting there, surrounded by multiple triangles. I mean, how obvious can it get? I mean, this is 1999, a time where Illuminati conspiracies weren't really that popular. Now I'm going to show you that this ritual is actually very real. They just performed it at the Gotthard base tunnel opening ceremony. It is very interesting when you realize that this is happening in Switzerland, where the 666 CERN facility is already trying to build doorways into other realms. So this looks to me like their prophecy is getting fulfilled, or that they want us to make us believe it has. Either way, the fact that occult rituals are being done in front of our face should concern us. I mean, these guys are doing a crazy ritual here without explaining to anyone what it is that they are watching. We just have to blindly applaud and say it's some kind of modern art. They will probably come up with some meaning that these are specific folklore-inspired dances, but as you can see, this is a portal opening ritual done by the book to bring the demons in, along with the Baphomet, which makes a nice glorious appearance, and everyone is acting like it's all perfectly normal. They're probably doing this type of ritual with every chance they get. I mean, they've been doing it in Bohemian Grove as well, and we should all know this by now.
Which hither ye have brought from regions where I reign. Ye fools and priests, I spit upon your fire.
Alright, so after the Baphomet scene, the void kind of settles in, and this really dramatic song starts to happen. Well, we still have some kind of demon hanging around, and it just makes me wonder how all these people accept to be a part of this ritual without asking any questions. Are we really that unconscious? It reminds me of that social experiment where the subjects were okay with killing other people just in the name of science, and just because someone with authority, a guy with a lab coat, told them to do so and not worry about it.
Stanley Milgram, one of the most influential social psychologists of the time, was particularly fascinated with the dangers of group behavior and blind obedience to authority.
What is there in human nature that allows an individual to act without any restraints whatsoever, so that he can act inhumanely, harshly, severely, and in no way limited by feelings of compassion or conscience? These are questions for me.
But he might be dead in there. The experiment requires that you continue teaching. 330 volts.
The experiments that Milgram and others conducted were controversial, and for ethical reasons may never be conducted again. Yet the results of those experiments remain groundbreaking, profoundly revealing about the tensions between the individual and society, and increasingly relevant to contemporary life.
Could think it was just a social experiment, but it shows how people can be really controlled to do anything you want if you have the power and the resources. So in the end we got this Metropolis-style scene where these people are dancing in a machine. Is this another hint towards transhumanism, towards the machine city with machine men with machine minds that Charlie Chaplin was warning us about? This all looks like Brainwash to me. And speaking of Brainwash, here's a nice scene from Dead Space 3.
You have no fears. You have no friends. You have no friends. You have no family. You have no family. You are a machine. You are a machine. You follow orders. You follow orders. You kill on command. You kill on command. All must die. All must die. No one will be spared. No one will be spared. When you are done, when you are done, you will kill yourself. You will kill yourself.
Welcome to the Know, I'm Meg Turney. I'm Ashley Jenkins. Fallout 4 mods launched on Xbox One at the end of last month, and it's all been puppies and unicorns ever since, with...
You want a picture of the future? Here you go.
In the year 2017, the world's largest corporate merger leads to the creation of Eurocorp. The company is the first to spearhead the development of a biodigital implant, the DART chip. Fueled by adrenaline, its users experience unsurpassed connectivity with the dataverse, rendering all digital devices obsolete. Nations lose their relevance in a world dominated by these massive corporations. The world population swells to 15 billion. 57% are chipped and linked to their preferred corporation. The rest are digitally locked out of sight and out of mind.
Human augmentations couldn't be like just medical device. We wanted it to be super rewarding. You know, people are wearing this kind of prosthesis in a fashionable way.
We want to show limb-different people that the products and devices that they're seeing in science fiction, in gaming and in movies can become reality, and can become reality very soon.
It's mind-blowing for a lot of people, but I cannot wait for the future of this.
Everything we're doing is somehow a new step forward. We now defining the future.
It's all about the parts, and everyone wants them. Whether it's from the latest in designer brands, or whatever you can afford. This is what's in, and this trend is here to stay. I mean, let's face it, no one wants to be like them, entirely organic. No one wants to get sick and old and die.
You have no family. You are a machine. You are a machine. You follow orders. You follow orders. You kill on command. You kill on command. All must die. All must die. No one will be spared. No one will be spared.
Something's happened to that man in there. You better check in on him, sir. He won't answer me or nothing.
Please continue. Go on, please.
You accept all the responsibility?
The responsibility is mine, correct. Please go on.
Gold, dollar, necklace, moon, paint. Answer, please. Are you all right? 405 volts. The answer is moon.
Whether the learner likes it or not,
But he might be dead in there.
We must continue. Go on, please.
You're going to keep giving them what, 450 volts every shot now?
That's correct. Continue. The next word is white.
White, cloud, horse, rock, house. Answer, please. The answer is horse, 450 volts. Next word, sad, face, music, clown, girl. The answer is face, 450 volts.
The results, as I observe them in the laboratory, are disturbing. They raise the possibility that human nature cannot be counted on to insulate men from brutality and inhumane treatment at the direction of malevolent authority. A substantial proportion of people do what they are told to do, irrespective of the content of the act and without limitations of conscience, so long as they perceive that the command comes from a legitimate authority. If in this study, an anonymous experimenter could successfully command adults to subdue a 50-year-old man and force on him painful electric shocks against his protests, one can only wonder what government, with its vastly greater authority and prestige, can command of its subjects.